Hey there beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, now you do. My name is Nell, and in today's video, as you ladies and gents can see by the title, I am going to be talking about the 5 things I personally wish I knew before going to varsity. Now, without wasting any time on the intro, I would like to get into the video. But before I do so, again, just a quick reminder, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give my videos a thumbs up, and also check me out on my social media platforms. Why I'm making this video today is because, I was just sitting around and just thinking, that matrics of 2021 actually getting their results. I actually have a few friends who are matrics of 2021, and I was just thinking, what, maybe these people might need, guidance or something that has to do with being in varsity and all that. And I just figured out, what, let me just tell them about things that I wish I knew before going to varsity. And I hope you're going to enjoy this video. Just a bit of information. I'm actually a second year student now in 2022. I'm actually a second year student at the University of Limpopo. I am studying under the Management and Law Faculty, School of Economics and Management. This year was actually my first year. I had actually moved from Pretoria to Limpopo, and it was just a whole new experience. It was beautiful, by the way. Like, obviously I had some challenges, just like everything in life, we all do have challenges, but actually my first year was the best year of my life. I think it was the best year of my life. I wonder what my second year has to offer, but I believe that my second year also has something good to offer. By the way, as I was saying, I was doing my first year last year. I had just moved out of home. I was far away from home. I was all by myself, and actually some of the things that I have learned. Now, the first thing that I wish I knew before going to varsity is that nobody really cares. Honestly, like, nobody really cares. I wish I knew that nobody really cares. When I say nobody, I mean the lecturers at the school. Nobody really cares about what you're actually doing, right? So unlike high school, in high school, when you don't do your homework, when you don't write a certain test, the teachers be chasing after you, ensuring that you write the test, or maybe if you don't do well in your test, they just call you and tell you that you don't do well in a test, hence maybe you need to write or go to remedial classes and all that. Whereas in varsity, we do have remedial classes, your tutorial classes and all that, but nobody actually tells you about that. So it's your responsibility to ensure that you find out all those things by yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna stay behind. So that's the first thing that I had to learn. Nobody really cares. So everything is actually up to you. You have to ensure that your schoolwork is up to date. You have to ensure that you write all your tests. You have to ensure that, I don't advise you missing a test. Ensure that when you're in varsity, write all your tests. If maybe you fail, it's okay. You will just write on later, you will sub. I don't know. But ensure that you write all your tests in time, because you don't wanna, stay left behind. That is the first thing that I wish I knew. The second thing I wish I knew about varsity, I kind of knew, but I didn't really know that, there is that much of a thing. Freedom. You have all the freedom in the world. You have all the freedom in the whole world, especially when you are in a varsity far away from home. As I explained, I'm at the University of Limpopo, and I live very far from my parents, so which means I have a lot of freedom. But again, with freedom comes a lot of responsibility. So if you're free, obviously you have all the time to yourself. You can choose to party every single day of your life. You choose to do anything you want to do with that freedom. That is what I'm going to say. But personally, I would say that with that much of freedom, make sure that you're responsible, make sure that you make good use of it. You all do want to go partying, you all do want to go clubbing and all that, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. By the way, I don't really go partying and all that, but I wish I did, but I don't. Anyways, there's a lot of freedom, but make sure that you're responsible. Make sure that your books come first. Make sure that whenever you go to a party and you're writing the following day, make sure that you have studied to the core, so that you're ready for tomorrow's test after going to a party the previous day. So yeah, that is what I'm going to say. The third thing that I wish I knew before going to varsity is that, guys, things are very expensive. Like, things are very expensive. When I was at home before moving out of home, my mom used to say that we shouldn't waste food and all that. And not that we waste food, but she used to tell us do not fry my i3 or say 2 and all that. And I used to think, what, my mom is just being stingy and all that, but she wasn't stingy at all, guys. She meant that things are really expensive. And with me, wherever I live, sorry guys, I think the things that are flying around here, I'm sorry, think it's this jersey that I'm wearing. It has whatever it has. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Things are really expensive, so you need to know how to use your finances really wisely. You know, you need to use your finances really wisely. You know how to manage it really wisely, because you know we do really go broke there. You know, like you really do go broke in high school. In varsity. Anyways, so the fourth thing that I wish I knew before going to varsity is responsibility. You know, as I have said before, you know, freedom comes with a lot of responsibility, and you know, again, you know, just living far away from home, or just being in varsity just teaches you to be responsible, and it just needs you again to be responsible. Understand what I'm saying? So with me, as I said, I think I've mentioned it in one of my videos back then, that living by myself comes with a lot of responsibilities. I have to make sure that the rent is paid. I have to make sure that, you know, electricity is bought. I have groceries. I have to ensure that I have to ensure that I do my schoolwork. I have to make sure that I keep up with, you know, my schoolwork, attend classes, write all the tests, just keep up to date with everything. You know, you just need to be responsible for yourself, because to be honest, no one is really gonna take care of you there. So you are by yourself, okay? Yeah. But thing that I wish I knew before going to varsity is that, you know what, it is actually okay to be alone. You know, I think most of the time, you know, we tend to hype ourselves up and say, you know what, I'm going to varsity, you know, I'm going to meet new people. Obviously, you are going to meet new people. But then again, if you are that person, especially like me, kind of an introvert kind of a person. I think I'm an introvert, yeah. An introvert kind of a person. Just know that it is okay to be by yourself. Like, it is okay to not enjoy company of a lot of people. It's not wrong. Like, I enjoy company of a lot of people up to a certain extent. You know, there's some days I'm just like, oh, I can't do this. But yeah, you know, it's okay to be by yourself. It's okay, you enjoy like a lot of time by yourself. There's nothing wrong with just being the, you know, I don't know what they call it, but that one person who just does not enjoy, you know, being around a lot of people. It is okay. And again, with me, most of the time, you know, I was always where I live. I was always in my room, rather reading books. You know, there were some days where I actually went out with, you know, the ladies that I live with around the area. You know, we'd go out. We once went out to, like, I think it's the clubbing, not clubbing, but it was like a bash, whatever. I don't know what they call it, but I think it's a bash. We went there. It was actually nice. It was actually then when I actually had learned that I'm not really that kind of a person. I don't enjoy it as much as I thought I'd enjoy it. So it's actually okay to be alone. There's no need to pressurize yourself and say, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway because everyone is doing it. Okay, nah, child, nah. So the fifth one that I was actually saying, I just want to say that you don't really have to live, you know, the stereotypical student life where you need to, you know, be going out every single weekend or be going out every single weekend doing out. You can just be an introvert. You know, if you feel comfortable staying at your room, stay at your room. If you feel comfortable not making friends, it's okay. There's no need to put that kind of pressure on yourself. Okay? So I know that I actually said 5 things that I wish I knew before going to varsity, but I'm actually going to give you one that I think it is very important. You know, I wish I knew that, you know, being yourself, I think it goes hand in hand with this one. It's okay to be by yourself, but this one particularly, being yourself is actually the best thing you can possibly do or be when you're in varsity, you know. So make, you know, good use of it. To you ladies and gents who are going to varsity next year, who are first year students, I'm saying, you know, just be yourself. If you feel like maybe when you're a party person, go party, but be responsible. If you feel like you're more of an introvert, just like myself, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that as well. So yeah, that is what I had to say. I hope you ladies and gents enjoyed this video. If you do like videos like these, varsity diaries kind of videos, please do make sure that you give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and also check me out on my social media platforms. Till next time, I'm out.